Welcome everybody to another edition of Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. We're somewhere between Monroe and Judah tonight, actually on Meier Drive. I seen it at the end of the driveway, but we're with the Meiers tonight, and we're celebrating the points championship of the 466 Express. And I'd like to introduce Dan Meier, Ursula Meier, Cole Meier, Kathy Meier, and on the screen we got Lane Meier. Hey Lane, wish you were with us tonight, but we're here with the rest of the family. So if anybody has any questions, please put them on. We're down here with Ryan tonight and enjoying the evening with the Meier family and the tractor here and celebrating memories and talking about the summer and how things, led to the points championship with the boys driving. But let's start out with Mom. Ursula's tractor that's driven by the boys, and Dan and the whole family kind of works on this thing and makes it go, don't they?
Yes, they do. And I'm very honored that and appreciative that Cole and Lane have won the points champions for the year. They worked very hard. They worked very well together, along with their dad and everybody else in the Meier family. It's just been a great year. I do not get to all the polls, but they had a really great year, and they always update me on everything, or I put it on TV and watch it that way, because sometimes it's just nicer to sit at home.
Relax.
Especially when they're a long ways away. But I know Grandpa would be so proud of Cole and Lane and all the family, keeping the tractor running these past years. And I'm sure he's looking down on us and very proud of us. So
I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure. What a storybook season you guys have had with this tractor. And in Monroe, notoriously always comes down to the last points for Hot Farm and Super Farm and a couple other classes, and it's a nail biter. You only gotta do good at one pull, and that's Monroe.
Yeah.
At the end of the year.
Yeah.
But
and we did. That was a real nail biter there.
The boys were fishing to try and give it away a little bit, maybe, but there's I think Kathy probably wore out a pair of shoes in the pits, and everybody else was stomping on the bleachers, I think, down there and sweating like crazy because it was a little bit warm out. But
Cole and Lane were shaking. I know they were, because I gave him a hug afterwards, and it's like Lane was just shaking like crazy. And Cole. So.
Who drove? I don't remember who drove.
I drove.
You drove. So it was all on you.
It was all on me.
It's all the hard work your brother did, and then you.
Yep.
It's shared though, so
Yeah.
that's all right. I mean, it's like I even announced that day. It was a storybook ending. A couple pulls this summer. Dubuque was one of them. I remember you guys were leading the class, the whole class after you guys pulled, and it had been the first time since, was it 2018? 2019, since the tractor won, and it was Papa John that won with it last. So we had to wait till Highland.
We had to wait till
Highland, and I wasn't at Highland. I wish I was at Highland. That'd have been a good one. But who was driving then?
I was driving, yeah.
So you redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they get a win finally since then, and boy, the end of the year we've seen the outcome, and it's just a great season all the way around. It's one of the toughest classes Badger State has, and I think the class rules are so close, and there's so many tractors in the class. You guys agree with that?
For sure.
On any given day, any tractor in that class can win, but boy, you just never know. You really got to be consistent, and that's hard too. You guys got to realize too. Two drivers never drive it identical, and you and your brother are switching off all the time. Meanwhile, the other guys are driving every week. So they're getting better and better, and they it's like their favorite pair of shoes. You put them on, and you got that feeling.
Yeah, I think Lane said it was like a full month since he had last pulled. So yeah, he's like, it's just different,
Yeah.
you know, when you have to wait a whole month for him, you know, to get his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, that's awesome, you know, to have two people drive but, you know, no matter what, it's a team, you all work together. And,
I think they actually read the track and they talk about the weights and everything, and I think that's great that they discuss everything and make everything go, so.
it's fun. I'm sure it's fun for you because, you know, all your boys are involved. All your boys have a tractor. And, you know, many years, even these guys growing up, you guys were pulling.
Yeah.
You know, pulling's been in the Meier family for how many years?
In the 70s.
70s.
Well, basically since Badger State started, yeah. He pulled a mod, John did, so yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of summers and
Oh, goodness,
picnic
yes.
lunches with a trailer and
Lots
chasing
of
kids
summer
around.
yep. It's been a long time, yes.
good memories.
But it's good family time and good for everybody, yes. Everybody loves it.
And then the long rides, the discussions on the way home afterwards.
Great. I usually fall asleep.
Oh.
Because I'm tired.
I'd love to, but I'm usually driving. Yeah.
I'm the oldest one though.
Yeah. It's pretty cool sitting here though too, because thinking back, you know, in the amount of time that I've been in Badger State announcing too, I remember Lane Cole, for one instance, I think it was down to Pecatonica, wasn't it?
Yep.
So we're down to Pecatonica, and I was announcing, and Kathy was doing the books that night, and Dan was either pulling or
He was
working, teching that night. And the boys were out playing in like a sand pile, dirt pile, and then they come running up. One lost his sandal, and it was like deep, dark depression. So now they're all grown up, and here we are. It's just amazing how fast time goes, and it doesn't wait for anybody.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So what did you guys do different this year than you did last year?
We made a couple changes to the tractor over the winter. For starters, we went from an IH tractor block to a truck block.
Oh, okay.
That tractor block, we figured, had been in there for 28 years, the block and crank.
Wow.
And with runs down the track and dyno runs, we figured it had over 1,000 passes on it. So we decided it was probably pretty tired, and we weren't finding it was real consistent anymore. And we found that truck block is a lot more consistent for us, just temperature wise and everything throughout the night. So that worked out really well for us, we think.
Good. Few changes then with the motor, and then, so I'm sure your uncle helps out with the engine program.
Yep. Yeah, we actually left all the internals the exact same. The only thing we changed was the block and the crank. But yeah.
So it just finally come together.
Yep. But most importantly, I think Lane and I really figured out how to drive it this year. You know, when I was 16, I was pretty scared of it yet. But I think we have a lot more confidence driving it, and it's just a lot of fun to go out there every night.
And experience too, you know, you can't buy experience, and the more seat time you get, the better you're going to be.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know, and you guys work and talk together, and you also got Mike's tractor, and
Yep.
you know, you see consistencies, and you can kind of judge off that too, and
Right.
it's got to help.
Yeah, definitely. We can kind of share some information with each other, figure out, oh, maybe that gear wasn't quite enough to get there. Let's try this one, you know? So it helps out.
Yeah. Hey, Lane, who's the better driver?
Well, he can say that he's a better driver because he's got a win, but I did have the more consistent season.
Yeah, I think you're both pretty equal. Yeah,
I would agree.
Well, so where are you hiding out tonight?
I'm in my dorm room at Fenimore, my college up at Southwest Tech.
Awesome. And you're going to college for what?
Ag Power, to be an ag mechanic.
Imagine that, huh? Like wrenching a little bit. That's good. That's good. Awesome. So how many year program is that? 2?
It's a 2-year program, and this is my first year. So
awesome. So how you liking school so far?
I like it. I got a lot of good classmates and a lot of good teachers. So
awesome. Working some on the weekends then?
Yeah, so I have class till 2:30, and then every day I go to the Fritz Brothers, and I work for them.
Nice. A super farmer's in your future.
Oh.
Yep.
Maybe not.
There we go.
We'll talk to Grandma afterwards, so we better do that off camera. Don't you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he comes home on the weekends usually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good home cooking. And clean laundry, I suppose.
He helps grandma on the farm too.
That's good. That's awesome.
Yep.
Dan, do you miss driving?
A little bit. I drove one time this year over to Cuba City, one of the tri-state pulls. So I pulled once last year and once this year. It's enjoyable watching the kids pull down the track. I know my dad always said that. Sometimes it's just nice to sit on the sideline and watch them go down the track.
Yeah.
I know where he's coming from now. It is enjoyable.
It is.
Yeah.
And
It's a good feeling.
and Greg Elson says the same thing about his boys.
Yeah.
And then my dad had said that when he was still alive too, watching. And then once Ross got going, then it's,
Yeah. It's just like,
I'd rather go watch him every day than any of the other stuff I do in pulling, really.
There you go.
You know, it's just fun to see him
Very
smile and
enjoyable.
drive, and learn, and
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
The cool part too about all this too is even over the years, and you'll probably vouch for this too, is the awesome people you meet along the way.
Oh, yes, there's
I mean,
so
you meet
many.
you meet a lot of people, and they all become friends and family. Family gets brought up a lot, even the smaller families with Badger State. So
And that was John's biggest thing. I think he enjoyed that more than anything, just talking with everybody, and he really enjoyed that. So yes, he did.
so the cornerstone of the foundation, still keeping everybody rolling right behind us here.
Yep.
So where did this tractor originate? Was it a farm tractor with you guys to begin with, or?
yeah, it was Dad bought it down at a farm sale down here in Dakota
He used it for a while.
in 1981, I think it was.
81, I think it was.
So then
yeah.
he pulled some farm classes, local. And then I think in 83 it was, of course, put a different pump and turbo on it. And then you kind of switch it back and forth from farming and pulling. And then I got to the point where all it was just a puller.
Yeah.
It's too much work, switched everything back.
Yeah, we went beyond the point of return.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah, he named it, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, it was around 2002 or 3, finally got a name on it. So that was when the Badger State accepted the pro farm class.
Yep.
And
Oh.
so that's kind of when we got the name. We had that class got started. Guys like Bill Smith and Scott Burkhart and Jared Fink and them guys. A few of the members that are in that class.
Beginning, and then it evolved to Hot Farm.
Yeah.
After that,
Yep.
So,
and Hot Farm just took off.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, it was like, boom, wide open.
Right.
Still very popular.
Yeah, it's still very popular. And even look at Hot Farm, 466 Hot Farm, even other organizations, 466, and the turbo's a little bit different, but I mean, they're so close.
Right.
Just so close, but just, minor changes, I think the pump stuff and the turbochargers probably the most different from this versus like other clubs.
Right. In this area, I mean, Tri-State runs the same rules, pretty close. NEW, they got a little bit bigger cubic inch, and they can run 3x4s, but you can go pull with them, and they're right there.
Yeah,
Real
competitive.
Close, But you get down to Indiana, and they go with a 510, like a 3x3.5 turbo. Then they got a little more. So you want to go and play with them in the wintertime, you got to have your stuff.
And Tucker, he's good at mixing them
Oh
up.
yeah, does a great job.
Tucker
Yeah.
likes mixing them up. So speaking of winter polls,
Oh, God, yes.
how many times did this thing win down the Winter Nationals?
Well, won the first year.
Won the first year.
So exciting.
The inaugural.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's,
Like 5 or 6.
yeah.
You ever look back, they always had this book at the front. They always listed all the winners. And,
Yeah.
oh yeah, there was, I don't know, at least 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah, we have 5 or 6
Did-
plaques,
And,
yeah.
pretty good showing down there in Gordy always.
Yeah.
I think we
Always
won every
did
year
good.
except for one.
And you? You won once.
I won once with that for sure.
Yep.
Dad won a couple.
Oh, Dad was so excited.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
When the picture on the back of the tractor, he was
Oh,
up
yeah.
there. Yeah, that's from that.
That is from
yeah.
there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
He was up by the announcers thing.
Yeah.
And he was, so proud that he won, yes.
Yeah, we should be. A
Yeah.
lot of hard work, a lot of sweat.
We enjoyed that so much, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember going down there that one time, it was like 30 below zero or something.
Yeah.
Like, are we freaking crazy or what's going on here?
Yeah, I announced down there for Tucker a couple years, I think, and the 1 year I was down there, it was frigid. I mean,
Oh, there was bridges, there were semis along the road, and it's like, oh my God.
2009 maybe.
Yeah.
It was,
Eskimos and penguins looking in from the outside, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah,
watching the polls,
not fun. No,
trying to get everything warmed up and
yeah.
kept in there.
it was a good year. We were in 3 classes, made finals in all 3 of them.
Three of
So.
them, yeah.
Did you?
That was the first year, right? So that was 04. Well, 05, spring of 05, because I was pregnant with him.
5.
That was in February and he was born in April. Yep.
That was a long time ago.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Kathy, what's your favorite memory for the year?
I think just the boys' attitude, like, no matter what number they drew, they were like, we'll be fine. We'll be good. Like, never did they draw a number and never were they down. They were both had the confidence, like, we'll be fine. We'll just do what we've been doing. And I think they had 10 straight hooks that they were second to fifth place for 10 straight hooks this season. And I think that did it. I mean, that was the consistency that they needed. So, yeah, I think just their attitudes and watching them work together and stand at the end of the track and read it. And that's, to me, like, I love that they work so well together, and they better continue to work that well together. No, it's good that they both have 2 different personalities because, Cole's pretty easygoing and Lane is a little more riled up. And so they just balance each other out really good. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Is there some comments or questions, Ryan?
Oh, they're pretty quiet. Yeah, one guy just asked about the raffle tickets. We can talk about that later.
All the raffle tickets, yeah, we can talk about that for Jack later. But if anybody has questions for the Meiers, while we got them on here, don't be afraid to throw them out there and ask. Ryan will let us know, and we'll be sure to ask them. So who else helps out with the program, like tires or whatever else to help keep this thing going, or fuel, or?
So we had that block redone this winter. I think T&B Performance in Monroe, they do a fantastic job up there. You know that as well.
Yeah, did all the machining?
Yep, they do all the block work. We need head work, like John ports the heads and everything, but if you need machine work, or valves, whatever, Jay Anderson at Gray County Machine does that. And then Parks does all our fuel and air.
Hawthorne does the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Engelking does all our dyno work. He does a great job with us. We really like going down to see him every winter or spring, so.
It's not
It's
just
20 minutes away.
Yeah, 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
That's convenient. It's not just the dining though, it's the conversation with him.
that's for
Yeah,
sure.
Oh, goodness,
You
yes.
know, it's more of a fun visit than it is, I suppose we better get to work.
Right.
Yeah, I always say we're going down to Engel King's to grind feed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're down to grind feed for Kevin.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a pretty good man.
and for someone like him too, to have a dyno, read dynos, anything from stock car motors, pulling truck motors, blower motors like ours, and then go to diesel motors, and pro stocks and super farm, and the knowledge that he has is,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
it's great.
He's
Yeah,
seen it all.
it's like a vacation almost going down there to visit with him, It's like something you look forward to, like it's like a family reunion or something.
Right.
Yeah, pin it on the calendar and go. Yeah.
Then I believe they go out for lunch, right?
Oh, yeah, gotta have
Or go
lunch.
get lunch or whatever.
You can have lunch or so. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a nice little
If you
cafe
press the
there.
time, they gotta go to feet.
Yeah. Or it gets late.
Right.
Yeah, it's late once in a while.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know they've come home. I know John Jr. has anyways. Getting home
Yeah,
late,
it was
11, 12 o'clock at night. Oh, yeah. Keep trying until he gets it right.
Yeah, late nights. But that's the thing too, when you guys all know that sitting here too, that, shop time is the most important time preparing for each event. And there's a lot of late nights sometimes. You know, something's not going right and
Right?
takes a lot of extra work.
So I got a question for Kathy from Derek Horstmeyer. He wants to know how was your ride on the super fun?
It was fine. Yep, it was good. Mm-hmm.
Derek lives up by Cottage Grove there. And
Yep,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it was good. Thank God for Punky and Durf and Sean, and they're patient with me and they give me the opportunity. So no, it was really fun.
that's fun to watch too. So on a day like that where she's nervous of them guys anyway, I mean, she's
Mhm.
driving and he's working. And
Yeah.
the boys are paying attention to this. And
Yeah, we had a lot going on that day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The
There's
boys
a
are
lot.
going on the sideline. More.
Yeah. Yeah. I hadn't driven it in 6 years, and Punky's was the first tractor I've ever pulled at all, like ever. So it was good.
so to heck with the Meier boys, I'll find my own ride. She said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think someone asked Lane, is your mom driving today? And he's like, no, we're driving, like the express.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that's not happening. So, yeah, I gotta find my own ride.
Yeah, you guys should share once in a while, you know. She supports you too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. We'll leave that up to you guys.
that block for the clutch should be pretty universal.
It should be, yeah.
So,
The seat moves long ways away on the Screaming Norwegian too, because that got rid of the booger block for Justin, so.
I still need a booger block. But,
Long
yeah,
clutch
it was
pedal.
good. It was fun.
Yeah, you did a great job. I mean, the whole shots you had were beautiful.
Yeah, just thankful for the opportunity. So, yep,
He says sharing is caring.
that's right.
Sharing.
Absolutely. Yes. So,
Unbelievable.
back to the boys.
Back to the boys.
Yeah.
So, Laner, what was your favorite, not just winning this summer, but what was one of your favorite memories throughout the summer?
I'd probably say Dubuque. I mean, that was a fun pull, and you know, it just getting beat right at the end made us want it even more. And I feel like that, I mean, really made us drive to just keep going even harder, and it just made us want to win even more.
You could smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your second hook and you had to wait the whole
First,
class.
second look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
First official hook led the class the entire way, and then Lee came back at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Lee did his homework. And you know that, and anybody in the
absolutely.
class,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that,
Did you do that twice to you guys?
I think.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
How long ago?
Oh,
Were you guys in the
where? He did it in
Was it
Milledgeville.
Milledgeville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 That was another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was the last one.
Yep.
But champions in that class, and it's been tossed around, you know, many different champions in that class, but champions go to give it all, they don't go to take it all. So
Yep.
that's how you learn.
Right.
And over the time, you know, I mean, it's just great competitors in that class. And any of the Badger State classes, if you broke something on here, I guarantee one of them guys, you broke an injection line,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
go put it on.
Don't beat them out.
Yep.
Mike this year, he broke his differential in his rear end, and waiting for one. Lee's roof had one up there, so he give him that one to use,
Did
so he
he?
could get going that weekend.
Yeah.
So that's people like that.
That's what our class does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just in Badger State in general, you know, like Eric Wettenkamp, I think that's one of the reasons he come more this way too, is that night that we were in Plymouth and he was signed up to pull with our club and he was pulling NEW and he broke injection line and he come up and scratched and the Vinnies were parked by him and asked what was wrong and he said, broke injection line and I have another one. So Dan or it was Jason and Donnie, one of them, went in the trailer, grabbed him a line and they put it on and he run that night. So that's just,
Good deal. Yeah.
Vinny's helped tank that last year at Mazo with an injection line as well, like, and Lee and Kyle McCady. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
everyone's just willing to help each other out just to see them go down the track. So
You're gonna beat them on the
it's
track.
pretty cool.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
beat them on the track and not on the trailer.
Yep. So it's
Yeah.
fun.
It was fun, yeah. And Mike, he got what, 3 wins this year too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Good year.
Fantastic.
He's
Yeah,
had a
good
good
year.
year. Good year for Frank too.
Make it see, yeah.
And ended up fourth then.
Yep.
So,
they won points last
won
year.
Points last year,
Yeah.
and what, 2
2
years
years
before that.
before that.
2 years before that.
Yeah. So spreading the wealth around a little bit.
Yeah, and then one year Mike never won a hook.
Yeah,
Just from being consistent,
Well, that's
being in
good,
the top
yeah.
five.
yeah,
You know,
never
that's what it
won,
was.
never got a first all summer, but was right at the top. And
Yeah.
I always, myself driving, I never got caught up in the points. I kind of just tried just being consistent and doing what you do all the time and, floating around the top when the dust settles, because there's no way in any of the classes you're just going to dominate and win all the time.
Right.
Too many people are good, and you're only as good as your competitors. But if you stay consistent, you stay towards the top, the points will come to you,
Yeah.
but it's still a nail biter at the end.
Then
Then when you do know and you're looking at it, that's,
Yeah.
you almost can't look at it. But
Yeah, I can't remember a year that it didn't come down to Monroe Pole where
Well,
that class.
yeah, I can't
It just
either.
seems like it's every year.
yeah,
You
Just
gotta
about.
wait till the last one.
last poll, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not 26 points ahead,
You're,
Yeah.
anything
You're
can
not
happen because you
safe.
have 15 in the class. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You changed in a day.
You break at the line,
Days.
they
Yeah,
win.
Yeah.
It's over.
it's
yes,
over.
yes.
So,
But I think a lot of times too, with that number in the class, and then there's times there's more that come that are like day hooks, which kind of split it up a little bit,
Right.
in the mix. But
Yeah.
consistently, there's probably 18 hot farms, don't you think?
yeah, I would say 12 to 15 for sure,
Oh,
on
yeah.
This-
Any
average for
given
the
night.
summer. Yep. I think there was maybe 9 that ran every hook or 10. So
Yeah, towards the end of the season, it gets hard. Like if someone's, not as competitive, then they're not probably gonna make that long trip that we have towards the end of the summer, but
Right.
otherwise, yeah.
But most of them, yeah, throughout the summer, like
Yeah,
you said.
they'll show up,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yep.
Shows good support. It shows the competitors that they pull with too.
exactly.
Was one of your favorite memories throughout the season this year of this?
Just see the success of it. Like Kathy said, watching the boys work together, and finally getting that win again. That was a big highlight. That was
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
a fun ride home.
Yeah, and you cherish them because you never know when you're gonna get another
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
You know?
It could be another 5 years.
I hope it ain't another
Yeah.
5 years.
Well, I hope not.
But yeah, those just aren't handed out. I mean, those are
Yeah,
well
they
earned.
don't come easy.
No. Nope, stars and moons align.
Yeah. Talk about points championships. Been 20 years since this track had won a points championship.
Then
And that was in
long.
pro
And
farm.
that was in the pro farm
Pro farm
in
class, yeah.
2004.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, been 20 years, done well with it, second or third or fourth, but could just never
Break the ice.
could finish it off.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome that the boys could pull it out this year and get the job done. So pretty proud of them.
Yeah.
Didn't he win pro farm twice? Tied, I think.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know what it was, 5 or the scooter, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a tie there one year.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah.
it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a long time coming, yes.
right.
Is there a question?
Yeah, comments. So Tristan Debris says, super thankful to the Meier family for helping us out and being such a great competitor. Couldn't ask for a nicer family. And Blake Cole says, congratulations to Myers on their season. They're a class act team.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, Blake's one of the guys we met down in Chipshawana, so Minnesota up there. Just an awesome competitor. Just a class act guy.
I think they won with their team, like their group.
Oh, yeah.
One up there, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which track they won them.
They run the Ageless Hop Farm.
Yeah.
And then Tristan DeVries works with Donna Wickstrom here in Monroe. They got the Holy Smoke Hop Farm.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
So, yep.
That's a sharp tractor.
Yeah, they're very good guys to work with too.
Yeah, they were in Monroe, Blackpool.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
Lane
get it up.
County.
Yeah, the fair, yep, Darlington. So they made a few of them.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys going winter pulling?
We
Well,
signed it up yesterday.
Wait a minute, are they going winter pulling?
Well, that's what they told me yesterday, or somebody told me.
I'll ask
I think
Ursula.
Dan told me that yesterday.
Yeah.
They were gonna try and go winter pulling this year. Yep.
So we better find a ride down first.
Yeah, that's
We'll
true.
worry about that later.
Yeah, sign up now, worry about that later.
So if anyone has room in a trailer,
Yeah, for a nice red tractor.
oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll
We'll
find
make
somebody.
it there one day. But yeah, we never made it to Shipshewana with this one, but we always made it, in Gordyville all the years except for one, like I said. But
Yeah.
so we're trying to give it another shot this year.
Be a new adventure Cloverdale, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And we'd been to Cloverdale once. What did we talk about, Ryan? 2009?
0809, I don't know what year you were there. I think it was 2 years.
Okay. But yeah, we were down there that one year. So.
Yeah, that'll be something.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting.
That'd
That'd be fun.
Clint's watching tonight. So.
Who's that?
Clint's watching tonight.
Oh, Tucker's watching tonight.
Oh, is he?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah,
The boys sat down and signed up yesterday, and they're paying for the dues and everything, and they're like, I'm like, welcome to the railroad. Kind of funny. I'm like, this is good for you too.
yeah. Tucker will give you a little Dixie cup worth of dirt you can take home with you.
And we had to flip a coin on who was gonna pull in what class.
Oh,
So,
did you?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
So
that
who
makes
drew the short straw?
S
Nobody?
Lane, S Lane.
He's raising his hand.
Like he drew the short straw, did
He
he?
wanted to pull the hot farm.
Oh, you
He
know,
wanted
that's the big
to-
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Is he? So you got the hot farm right then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Lane, how do you
Well,
feel about that?
You're doing super fun. Right?
No, I'm running hot.
You're running, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Mama's favorite.
What'd he say?
What'd you say, Lane?
Mama's favorite.
Oh,
I flipped a coin.
The younger brother got kicked. Guess
It
what?
was heads on both sides.
Maybe you should be nicer.
Oh,
You'll be
yeah, you'll be all right. At least you get the drive, Lane. You know,
Exactly.
The drive is still there.
yep.
He's going up against all 466 tractors, so.
Oh, yeah.
He has a better chance.
That's what I told him.
Yeah,
Right.
he can make it fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
And they take 8 for the finals instead of just be 3 for hot farm.
Yeah, per.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a big difference.
Is Tucker commenting?
No, that was I don't know. He was the same guy asking about raffle tickets. He just lives in that big hole in Kentucky.
Oh, big pull Kentucky. Yeah. We'll get the raffle tickets at the end.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
Jack Smotch, he's make sure that we're on the ball with that. Absolutely. So when we do a lot of these shop tours in the wintertime and that, this is a question we kind of stole from the other group, but I'll ask both you and Lane this. So if you guys had the opportunity to drive somebody else's tractor, whose would it be? What class would it be? Where would it be? You want Lane to go first?
Yeah, let's do Lane first.
Boy,
Lane, did you hear that?
Yep, I got it. I would probably pull Colin Ross's Diesel Super, and I'd probably want to pull it in Toma.
Toma. Diesel Super. Where were you going?
I would pull Rich Johnson's Shag Nasty Light Pro. And I don't know where I'd go.
Really? Oh, you gotta have a favorite pull somewhere.
Well, let's go to Highland.
oh
Highland.
boy. Oh.
He likes Highland.
Well, we won Highland, so.
I wonder why.
Yes, that works.
funny.
This is, I think, the only time someone never said pro stock. Well, wait a minute, Dan, what would you want to drive?
Yeah, I know.
I said this before, it's just, the old fuel pleasure, that's just,
There you go.
I've
The old
been around
one?
that tractor since
Since he was
I was a
little.
little kid, you know, so
Yeah.
I just, always been around.
So the old version, the old 66 version?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you drive this.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
No, you drive this
Yeah, I like the old school.
Yeah. And Doug Ruth kept that tractor looking
Yep.
sharp. And it runs really good, too.
4-1.
4-1, yeah.
Yep, Rick Myers are a great family. They've been around a long time with it. and
Yes.
It's an old legend there.
Yeah.
Yes, it is,
So-
yes,
Another family too that's, third generation's driving and,
right.
Yeah, they 4 or 5 drivers,
Yeah.
It really makes it hard when you
yeah,
get on the seat, you get a couple passes a year,
yeah.
And it was so fun to watch Ben go down the track at Mazo, because, I mean, that was a monster pass, so it was just so fun to celebrate with him and his pass, and, yeah, it was just super good family, the Brinkmeyers are.
That was a good run,
Oh,
yeah.
it was a super run. Yeah,
That was a
I
good run,
there.
right?
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. And Sharon's gonna kill me after I say this, but man, I want to see Gary drive one more
I
time.
would like to see him drive.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It would have been cool this season.
Yeah,
I think we got a
Especially the
unanimous
Banquet.
vote for Gary driving.
yes.
We just gotta figure out which one Sharon is an at, and we'll just put the helmet on, and I'll announce it's Donnie or something.
Then at the end, he can just take his.
Yeah,
helmet
ta-da!
off.
That'd be awesome. Yep.
Sorry,
Need to
Sharon.
see that.
She's probably shaking her head if she's watching. I'm sorry.
Pet John, wait till I see him.
Yep. She was very nice this year too. Thanks for the brownies, Sharon, because she brought brownies to Monroe. So last year she thought she could get kicked out because Mark said no carry-ins.
Oh, jeez.
So I told Mark, I said, if we're gonna keep announcing, you gotta let Sharon bring in the goodies. That's the deal. So he did.
That's
Yeah, I think it was on our show. He said, yeah, that's fine.
nice.
If they're sharing, I'm gonna walk out of the cage.
Yeah. With her plate of brownies.
We would never let that happen,
No.
Sharon,
Oh,
ever.
no. We just talked to Mark's sister, Heidi, and she didn't take care of it. It'd been fine.
Darren Bomber says, congratulations. He had pole flight.
Yep. Darren's a good guy. He won some championships this year.
Yeah, I think.
Couple of them,
Region champion.
Yeah. We got his tractors running good. He always does, but
Where's he from?
He's from way over in southeast Indiana, just north of Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
he must
Awesome.
put 50 hooks on the ear. He must.
Yeah, he pulls region 2, Midwest region. They have 3 tractors.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, they're busy.
That's a lot of
I
work.
think we're busy.
Yeah.
We got nothing.
Brookville, Indiana.
One is hard enough.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, exactly.
keep going and stay on top of.
Right.
And anytime you add like another one, if you had 2 that were coming out of the same shop all the time, then, you gotta have more help.
Yep.
Because you can't concentrate on both.
Yep.
Depends on what kind of work schedule you got, if you've got your day job where you're going from 6:30 to 4 or 5, or, you just don't get there to, either you're gonna take vacation day to work on it or you
Yeah.
late nights or something. So,
And
everybody's got a different schedule.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the season, we saw that, Lane was in school, and Cole, he started working at Alliant Energy here in Monroe for his lineman job, so it was like, can Cole get off, or Cole meet us down at a bowl instead of ride with us, and so, yeah, it's starting to be a balance, they're figuring it out now that adulthood is coming.
Adulthood.
So, yeah. Yep,
One thing I've learned over the years when it comes to adulthood is there's no choice about growing old, but you don't have to grow up.
that's right. Yep,
Yeah. You agree?
I agree.
just be smart.
You gotta be smart about it. Lane, are you listening?
I'm listening.
And
Yeah.
I go in one ear and right off the other, or no?
Nope.
Yeah.
See, he said, yeah, we can pick on him because he's not here with us. So
Right.
a little bit anyway.
A little bit, right.
Yeah, so if there's anybody that still has any questions or comments, please put them up there and we'll ask them. And
So Levi Kinchy is asking, how did 466 Express get its name? I know it goes way back to John Senior, but I'm curious how the name came around.
I think actually my brother Mike might have tried to help name it when the Pro Farm class came in, when we first put the name on it, and we were always pulling, so it's always had a 466 motor in it. We always pulled against the 640 class or motors, and I don't know, we just, I think it just popped in his head one day
Yeah,
and kind of stuck, and so we put it on there, so.
yeah.
that's the hardest part. And look at Jason Round. We've had like a couple shows, and I think he's got a whole bushel basket of names and can't.
Pinpoint.
Yeah,
Pinpoint it.
that's hard to figure out
Right.
that that's the one, you know.
Usually everybody's got a story behind their name,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah,
I
they're
think-
just tossing out some names, and then just
Yeah,
kind of stuck.
I think they, maybe put it together and, Justin Craney did the designing, and it's very nice.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
Also the same slide
Yeah.
panel.
Those
Yeah.
are, yeah, everything's
So-
original panels.
Original panels, yeah.
So we painted it in like 2001, I think it was. Craig Whitaker here in Monroe painted it. So you painted all the stripes on there.
Oh, you did paint them
Yeah, it's
too?
all painted. The stripes are, and then
The stripes
Yeah.
were on first.
yeah. So it was just the stripes at first for many years.
Yep.
And then we added the vinyl part to it.
On the side panels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of it started to wear off. It was kind of a diamond plate there for many years.
Oh,
It's
that's
kind of
right.
getting
Oh, yeah.
faded, or if it's just vinyl's getting old. And but,
Time.
yep.
You know,
Still
they're
looks
on
great,
and
still
off.
looks great from a distance.
Yeah.
It does.
The heat, summertime.
Yeah, exactly.
Some, yeah.
Sun baking on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice. I come in, I said, look at that, it's all shined up. Got it all shined up, looking good.
Still looks good, yes.
Oh yeah.
So after the winter pulls, what's the future look like? What's the plan with the Express for next year?
Well, we brought it over here. We're gonna so it's got the we're gonna pull the differential out of it. Mike broke his differential this in
Edgerton.
Edgerton,
Edgerton,
yeah.
and had a cast differential housing in it. And this one's got one in it too yet. So we're gonna pull the rear end apart and fix that before we wreck anything
Fix
else.
it? Yeah,
Because usually when that goes, then you wreck other stuff. So
yeah, and just, it's down the road, you know, you break a rear end and the motor goes up and
yeah.
there's a ghost
Yes.
lingering around there, a little demon in there that'll show up.
All summer long, bro.
Yeah, and you never know when it's gonna be. And
Yeah, so we're gonna get that tore apart here and get that taken care of before we pull it again, otherwise.
Yeah.
It's not Warren Whitborough broke his here a couple years down in
Oh,
Chino,
yeah, that's right.
so it's time.
It's time.
Yep, been in there for I don't know how many years, we can't remember when we put it in there, but
You got-
it's an area that
money's
needs to be
worth.
looked at.
Yeah.
Probably.
Not only that, though, too, is you think back 20 years ago, you know, the horsepower that this made 20 years ago versus where it's at for horsepower and torque
Right,
now
Yeah.
is doubled.
oh yeah,
You know, like just talking super farm and pro stock, you know, like
Yeah.
last 5 years is,
Changed a lot.
yeah.
I could think when Hot Farm started, you know, it's 700 horse probably, you know, or 800, so yeah. Like I said, everything is
Yeah, and when super farm got started, that was about the same
right.
back then, you know, and
Great.
cubic inch, a little more torque with open RPM.
Yeah, right, right.
But even, you know, good running hot farms, you know, Brandon Coates proved that too. He went from hot farm to super farm with the bigger tires and a 466, and he was still very, very competitive at super farm.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do that now with the torque that them guys are making, but yeah, it's still, they can make some pretty good power with the 466 motor. It goes,
Yeah.
it's
You have a
good
favorite favorite sled? So you get to pull and there's a sled there and you're like, it's gonna be a good day. Is there?
Yeah, my favorite sled is the iron anchor.
Really?
Yeah, that is the toughest pulling sled. I think it shows you who's got power. You know, it shows you who's who's got the torque at the end of the track and who's not good. You're going to spin it in. You're not going to snuff it out. At least this one typically isn't. It shows you who's got it.
Yeah. Lane, you agree, or you got another one you like?
I would agree. We always do really well with that sled. And then up in Viroqua, we had the equalizer sled, and I really enjoyed pulling that one too.
Equalizer, that's, is that Jay?
Yep.
Yes, that's an old Bauer sled.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, old Vaughn Bauer sled.
Yep, he did a really great job that night up there in Viroqua. Like everybody was really happy with how his sled operated. And so it was a good night.
Yeah, and the other part of it in the pulling too is, the different sleds and they all pull a little different, so you change your setup with that as well. Not only for the track, but also the sled, because this one gives you a lot of hitch and it's harder coming out of the hole. Well, this one lets you take off, and it's kind of a bit of a drag race a little bit, but then it's going to catch you. So that makes you think twice on what you do too, gear wise. And
Yep, it tells us how much weight we need on the front. Some of them hook a little harder. Well, that's going to yank the front end up pretty good at 100 foot. So you really stack it up there then.
yeah. So Lane, you got like a lucky pair of socks or underwear or something that you wear? Shirt?
Well, in the middle of the season, Mom said that she was going to wash my driving suit, and we were doing pretty good at the time. And I said, "No, you're not. You're not going to wash the luck out of it."
And I've washed it 4 times and it still smells great. And so
True
now
story.
it's soaking in a bowl because I cannot get that stink out of it.
I think I opened the can of worms.
It's
Right, I think
worse
so.
than his
Yeah.
football stuff ever.
I was just gonna say, it's gotta be like a football uniform, got to see.
I washed
I
it
should've
and hung
done
it
that.
dry and hung it in his closet, and his closet reeked. And he goes, "Mom, it's that soup." I'm like, "I washed that." No, it's now been washed 4 times
Oh, my.
and it stinks.
I probably should have left it in the bag all summer.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Yeah.
Lane. Are you gonna be okay with that?
I don't know. I'll probably go out next year and just not be able to do anything.
Washed all
That'll be the excuse.
Yeah. How about you, Lynn? Now you got the hot spot. What's lucky gig?
I don't know if I have one. And just
It's the checkered soup.
Checkered suit?
Yeah,
checkers make fun of me because I got checkers down.
That's all right, yeah.
Side of my leg.
It's the old Craig Whitaker's fire soup.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I don't know.
But
It's a cheap fire suit. It works good.
Works good. Jared Fredericks, he got grief for the yellow fire suit
Right.
for so long now. Everybody give up on that. They just know he's got a yellow fire suit, so
Yeah.
you gotta wear them out. Just let them, if they're picking on you, they're leaving everybody else alone.
That's right.
Gives him luck.
I have to gain some weight, Cole, and outgrow
Yeah.
That'll come in
it. Yeah, that'll
adulthood
come
too.
Yes.
soon enough.
Yeah, that'll
I think
come.
so.
It's tougher than you'd think right now. I don't know.
Lindsay gets a couple extra weights up front though.
That's right.
Yeah, we can throw 75 pounds on between Lane and I.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but Lane, he's going like this right now. I bet. Come on, later.
All muscle, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see what one of your school does for you.
Oh, goodness.
The other freshman.
Mhm.
Freshman 50.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait till your tapeworm dies off and your metabolism slows down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then, like now you eat McDonald's and donuts and whatever, just, good enough. And then about 10 years from now, you'll be like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Changes, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just a matter of time.
That's funny.
So it's,
Frank Mahler's checking in.
Frank Mahler.
Oh, boy.
He says hi.
Hey,
Hey,
Frank.
Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
And Tom Burkholz says, seems like yesterday I was a young bucko in the popcorn class. Now I'm busy getting old. Great to see the boys having early success.
Nice.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Colin.
And then Tom Stemple says, Lane wears lucky Yamaha snowmobile clothing.
That's his girlfriend Lexi's dad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Yamaha guy.
Oh, I see there's a skidoo in here.
Yeah, we're speaking.
Later, you a skidoo guy?
Yeah, and he's got a skidoo coat that he wears around the house, so he can't say much.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, Colin, speaking of Colin, yeah, now he's newlywed and new baby and new, yeah,
Oh, wow.
yikes.
Won't be long and we'll be seeing that one driving.
Oh, yeah, that'll be right around the corner.
Doesn't take
Goes
long.
fast.
Yeah, and then he'll be losing his seat too.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Better, you build another one, but, you know, there's a Cub Cadet here, Colin, you can start putting one of them together. You know, and just like a pacifier for a few years.
Yep.
Be all that'll need.
Yep.
Yeah. The banquet coming up, the banquet's always a great time. And for those of you that want to come to the Badger State Banquet, you're more than welcome to, and get a hold of Greg or anybody, and you can get tickets to come to the banquet.
On the website.
Yep, so they're on the website, so you can get tickets if you want to come. It's a great meal. It's always a great venue. It's a good time. It's a very good night. And we'll be live streaming it again this year. It's going to be on our Facebook website,
It'll be Facebook and Poplar.tv. Okay.
rolepulling.tv. So you can watch us live in your warm home by the fireplace too, if you'd like. And but it's a great time. A lot of us go up Friday night and hang out, go up to dinner, and travel from room to room with a cooler and
Water.
water.
Yes.
Get thirsty, it's a long walk.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Yes.
You stay hydrated, yeah.
That dry cooler.
Uh-huh.
The dry, cool air, yeah. Yeah. You still smell the chlorine from the pools, you know, the wilderness, but. So anybody's more than welcome to come up. It's a great meal, great time, great event. A lot of great sponsors. A lot of our sponsors come and enjoy the evening with us as well. We give the check to American Family Children's Hospital. Lori comes out and visits with us, and she's astonished by us every year. Yeah, she is the best.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun. And I think she enjoys our banquet better than any of the others.
I'm not supposed to tell me.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say anything.
Oh.
Sorry, Lori.
No.
But it's a great event, great time, good meal, come on up. Also, if you want tickets, talking about tickets, we draw for the ticket that night. The tickets coincide with American Family Children's Hospital. So we sell 1,000 tickets. The top three prizes are $25,000, $15,000, and $10,000. You need not be present to win. There's not a lot of tickets left. I actually got 10 tickets at home. So those of you that are watching, I actually got 9 tickets. I'm buying one myself. So if people need them, message me and I'll get you mine. And Jack Spot's listening. So I don't know how many books he has left. I know we sold a bunch in Monroe. So if there's any other pullers that have them, please let us know if you have any available. So people start looking here. It's best to buy quick, like right now, if you want to, get yourself a ticket. So, you get 3 chances out of 1,000 tickets to win that much money, and you don't have to be present to win. It's just awesome. I mean, you got better odds than the lottery. So,
Absolutely.
True.
yeah. So if you're looking for tickets, let us know, and we'll help you out with that, and we get them sold. Those of you, the pullers that have tickets that are sold, they're already sold out. Get them all collected together, get them in your envelopes, and send them to Jack Spots. He'll be looking for them in the mail. He's already collected a bunch of them already, so get them to Jack as soon as you can, so we can keep the ball rolling on that. So he'll be chomping on a bit here pretty quick with me too with the tickets. So if anybody's interested, let me know, and we'll get you hooked up with them.
Also, if anyone wants to be a sponsor for Badger State for 2025, I don't know another sponsorship where you get more recognition and your name out there. So definitely look into it. Check out Badger State website because it's definitely worth it for sure.
Yeah, not sponsors get announced every poll. Not only that, they're on our big screen at every event. They're on the banners as well. So there's many different ways.
The live stream.
A live stream. It's on the live stream all the time. So
The
you
website.
The website,
Website.
yeah.
cover a lot of ground with the sponsorship
Yep.
for Badger State. And we got a lot of great sponsors that come year after year for that reason too. And we thank all them. And I have a list of them. So one of these nights, we're going to go through those as well. Along with our great sponsors with the Down and Dirty, Front Street Toys, Casper Egg, and Salama Enterprises for sponsoring Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. So As we keep going here, we're doing points champions every week, right up till banquet time. And then after that, we'll be doing more shop tours. So this is kind of like a double whammy here, the shop tour. Nice shop tour here, but yeah. So the memories as we go back, you've got so many too. It's not just this year, but what's one of your favorite memories that stick out over the years of pulling with the whole family?
Oh my.
I'm working Ursula over pretty hard.
Yeah, I know.
I'm grinding on her. I made sure she sat right next to
You were
her.
supposed to give her, so she think about it.
Well, it used to be a lot of fun when the kids were little and we would go like to Monroe. Always had St. Vic's pole, which was kind of fun. The kids were little, and I even pulled
Did you?
back then.
Good.
Yeah, and I don't know. As the years went on, and then all the boys got to pull. It was always fun watching the boys pull as they got older, and I don't know.
You're gonna pull at the fair next year. At the farm pool.
At the farm pool?
Yeah,
I
we'll get
suppose.
grandma back in the seat.
I can probably get that. I could probably do that.
One of those over here?
Yeah, we got 1206 at the back of the farm.
1206 back there and a 1256 all shined up over here at the shop. So.
And Lane, he's putting a clutch in the 1466, so she could pull that too.
Oh, yeah. So we'll see. We make that work next summer.
Wasn't one of your guys' other tractors, that was a 14, wasn't it? One that you guys had a long time ago. Did Mike have that one or
Mike had a 1466.
was Mike that had that?
Yep.
Like when we pulled in Suring and,
That was the double express.
Yeah,
Was it double
Mike had
express?
one called the Double Express.
Yep.
And
okay,
then
yeah.
we sold that and built
Built.
that 5488.
Okay, yeah.
And the one that Double Express, Marty Shambo owns that now up in Minnesota.
Is that where that is?
Yep. So it's pretty cool that you can still see it around. I'm sure a lot of it's changed, obviously, but
Yeah.
you can still recognize some of the parts on it, or sheet metal wise, and
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Suring, but there was another pole there too, and I remember that tractor was still around. I can't
Is that
remember which one.
Darlington?
Yeah,
It was,
she
it was
started,
up north we were pulling there.
Macville? We're up in Macville, Coleman.
I don't know if that was there.
because he had that out right away when the hot farm started in Badger State, maybe the second year.
So that was 03? Four?
Oh,
No, it was like
Six,
7
seven.
maybe, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
somewhere in that area.
It wasn't, it only had like for a year or two, wasn't it? Or
maybe 3,
was it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, maybe, I don't know.
Then Hank, he went from, he went what? From Hot
Yeah.
Farm to
Light,
Light
Pro to
Limited.
limited.
Pro.
Yeah. Now he's stuck there.
I stuck there.
Yeah, he works hard on the hot farm tractors for people, so he doesn't have time for his own tractor.
Yeah. He's probably like, I don't want to run with the rest of them guys. It's too
Right.
hard. Yeah.
They're all
Well, the
the same.
4-1 class isn't easy
Well,
either.
that was pretty
That's
hard
just as
too,
bad.
yeah.
But he's not dealing with any more Meiers either, though. That's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of had a rough year, 2 turbos and, yeah. So,
He'll be back.
he'll be back.
Yeah,
He'll probably go to, where are you guys going? Yeah,
Oh, Cloverdale?
Yeah.
Maybe.
he probably
Winter
will.
Nationals.
He'll go
Midwest
put her
Winter
together,
Nationals, right.
probably.
Not Cloverdale, it's Midwest Winter National.
Midwest
Right.
Winter Nationals. So it's not Gordiwana.
No one
It's
ever says maybe, then it's always that.
Yeah, true.
not- Yep.
That's true.
Tucker's Pole. They're going Tucker's Pole.
There we go.
Yeah.
Tucker's Pole. Everybody knows.
Any last second thoughts here for, I don't know, Lane wants to mention anything?
Yeah. Any last thoughts for the Knights over here? Anybody like to thank Lane for the season or?
I'd just like to thank everyone that helped us out, especially John Jr. with Meier Performance. He helps us in the shop a lot, and we help him, and he's done a lot of work for us, and just my brother, my family. I mean, everyone that helped us get our championship, and it was a lot of fun. All our competitors, they're all very good to us. So
Well said. Mom taught you well.
yeah.
I heard sarcasm. I know sarcasm. Lane. Did you thank Mom?
Yeah, I said my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we might be a lot alike.
Yeah, you might be a lot like that. As we wrap things up here, last thoughts. What's your last thoughts, Dan?
Well, just very proud of the boys, the season that they had. Thank Mom for keeping the tractor going, and it was just a fun season. Came up with a win at the end. Very, very proud year. Very happy.
Yeah, very happy.
It's exciting.
Yes. Yes, it was a very exciting year.
Every year is interesting, and you never know how it's going to unfold.
Yes,
But yeah, I definitely say the storybook ending here to Hot Farm for the year. That's for sure.
I guess it was meant to be.
It's meant to be.
We celebrated the 50th year of Badger State, and
Yeah.
John pulled Badger State all the years, and the boys made it happen, and
Yep.
it won on the 50th year.
The 50th year. So not only championship, but on the 50th year of Badger State. So that's awesome. What's your last thoughts? You got to do better than your brother now, especially with Mom. You're within arm's width away. You should probably sat here.
You pretty much covered it all, you know. Dad mentioned Hawthorne Tire and Hart's Diesel, Kevin Engelking, but I got to thank Mom and Dad and Grandma. You know, Dad pretty much hauls us around all summer. Once in a while, he lets me drive the truck.
Yeah. That's like a special occasion.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot more next year.
Next year, we're going to sign Dad up as a member so he can drive it a lot more.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That's
So more
the goal.
sharing.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Are you gonna flag more then? Like you can.
You flag more then?
When you can flag?
Hey, you can do both.
Yeah.
I've announced and drove before, a couple times. Yeah, did it with the mini rod in Mackville. and-
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I had a little coverage last year when I drove Jason's, but
Yep.
where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. Who's giving the speech at the banquet?
We talked about that the other day, but probably both of us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Kathy should flip a coin around the stage.
Those two can duke it out.
I'll decide when we're there.
Oh,
You first.
Yep.
Yeah, unless somebody else, Stacy or somebody, but yeah,
Yeah. They'll be
or
fine.
Chris, one of them, one of us. We'll let you get you guys nailed down.
It'll be good for them.
Kathy, last thoughts?
Just an exciting year. Fun to watch them work together, and even cooler that it's been 20 years since the tractor had a championship. So
Hopefully it's not another 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it could be. You never know. So
It's in there, you just gotta get it up.
yep,
Right.
yep. But
Yeah.
no, the boys did a great job, and forever grateful to Ursula and Hank.
The whole family.
Yep, absolutely.
Boils down to family, and that's just like anytime we do a shop tour, that's one of the biggest things that come out with Badger State. Not just you guys as family, but Badger State family.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's a family organization.
Right.
That's one of the things you gotta keep, no matter what, in competition along the way. And everybody puts a helmet on and they're serious, but
Yeah.
Absolutely.
off the track, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah,
have
you
that.
take like this summer, Warren Luke Earl, Mark Eastman drive his tractor.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
and,
awesome.
you know, Eric Westbach, one of the Paulson kids drive with Highland, you know,
yeah,
people like that. It was, you
yeah. And Jason let me drive his
know,
last year.
and Punky letting Kathy drive
Punky
the
let Kathy
tractor.
drive, yeah.
You know, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
You know,
that's fun. That's fun of it.
yep,
Yes.
Yeah.
exactly.
So,
For sure.
well, thanks everybody for watching Down and Dirty, the Badger State Tractor Pullers. I'd like to thank the Meiers for inviting us in. And thanks Ryan, as always. Ryan does all of our video stuff and helps us with the show every week. He does a great job. Does all the video editing, like when we do all the shop tours and that. So he doesn't get enough credit for this. So thank you, Ryan, for all you do. I know Greg doesn't thank you enough. He's not here tonight, so.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We
Yeah.
barely think it's all family, right?
Love you, Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss you. But Thanks to everybody for watching another edition of Down and Dirty. We're doing the champions here this fall here, leading us up to the banquet. Remember your tickets. If you're looking for the tickets for raffle, let's get them sold. And those of you that have them, get them to Jack. Thanks again to Front Street Toys, Casper Egg, and Slama Enterprises. Next week, we're going to have the Pro Stock 4-wheel drive diesel class, Ben Schiff, on next week. So mark your calendars for next Monday night, 7 o'clock, right here, Facebook. So thanks, everybody. Thanks to Myers.
Thank
you, John.
you, Ryan.
Ryan.
John, Ryan, thank you.
So everybody have a good night. Thanks, Lane.
Thank you guys.
Bye, Lane.
All right. Good night, everybody.